Hey everybody, welcome to tonight's Paint with Flora of Eden studio. Let's see, this week we're doing leaves and greenery, and the reason I chose that was just because I need practice, so I figured you guys want to join me in my practicing. So let's get going. We're on day 20 here. Excuse my mess. I'm in the middle of prepping for some Christmas stuff. So yeah, let's get going. I'm going to start with, I have a little bit of this like olive green left, so I think I'm going to make a little bit more because I prefer the olive green versus stark bright green, like the color crayon green. So I'm going to get a little more here, and then I'm going to add a little bit of this orangey brown. Okay, and let's see. I'm actually not going to start with the green. I'm going to start with, I think this was a brown. Let me test this color really quick. Let's add a little bit of brown to that. A little more brown to that. Not particularly what I was looking for, but let's go with it. So I'm actually going to make a pot. So we're going to just start with a line. And I'm using my regular brush. And you want this line to be a little bit thicker. And then from there, I like to generally just do kind of a rounded, flat bottom shape. It doesn't have to be perfect. Again, we're just practicing. If you want it to look perfect, you can definitely put a little more time into it. I'm not going to today. I'm going to take some of the paint out of my brush so I can kind of put a line here to kind of define where the edge of the lip of the pot and the base of the pot. I don't know if you can really tell yet, but we'll put some more color on there a little bit once it dries, just a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna fan this off just a bit to try and if you use a hair dryer, it tends to work faster and can get it dried pretty quickly. I don't want it to be completely dry. I just want it to be a little bit more than I had. So then I'm going to come in here with a little bit more brown. There we go. That's the color I'm looking for. And I'm going to just kind of dab some color in here. Wow, that really separated the color. How interesting. Here's one thing I'm learning is there's a lot of weird little things like that happen when mixing colors or hoping for it to bleed. It doesn't always. Sometimes it does interesting stuff like that. So I'm gonna let this dry and we'll be back. See you in a minute. Okay, so that may or may not be dry enough, but we'll see. If it bleeds a little bit, that's fine. Again, this is just, for me, this is practice. If you wanna wait till your pot dries a little bit more, that's perfectly fine too. So we're gonna start, let's see, what are we gonna paint in a pot? Should we paint, we're just doing greenery today. So I'm going to grab my second brush. I'm going to see green. Let's do some yellow in there. Might make it look a little dead, but we'll see what happens. I'm gonna have my second brush ready because I want my paint to be wet on my plant. So let's see, we're gonna just kind of go up. We're just gonna do kind of pointy leaves. I'm gonna dab some yellow in there. Wasn't very much yellow. Well, we can keep going. I'm gonna go up like this. Go higher. Come back in like here. Let's grab some yellow and dab that in there a bit. Well, more yellow than I planned on this one, which is okay. We're just gonna see what happens. Okay, I'm gonna go one out this way. There we go. Maybe bring it to a little bit more of a point. There we go. Okay. So now I'm going to bring one over like that. Drop some yellow in here. Okay. Let's do one from right here. There's a little bleeding over, that's okay. Okay, let's see, let's do one up this way. I'm going to dab yellow just towards the top of this leaf because I want it to get a little bit darker for the ones that are behind. So I'll probably also add a little bit of darker here, so it implies that it's behind this larger, this leaf here. Okay, and then let's do one more this side, and I think that that's what we're going to do today. Dang it, I think I put the wrong one in there. Yep, that's why it was the wrong color. Oh well. Take some of this, dab it in there, and we'll take some green and dab that in there too to try and get a little bit darker. Okay, so there we go, there's our plant for the day. We could even add, take just a little bit. Let me double check this isn't too dark. Okay, take a little bit and we could even go put a little shadow in there. There we go. I'll probably come back with a pen with this one because I like houseplant style plants to have a little more line definition between those branches. But overall, there we go. Thanks guys for joining me today. I hope to see you tomorrow.